going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy Stephen, a.k.a. Sticky G. But I just got to show some love to Captain Jack Rackham. Look, he's a good dude. He's been patient with me, and I owe him, so I'm going to pay up. Rawr! Raider Nation! I'm showing some love to Raider Nation because y'all show so much love to me, and I want to thank you immensely. If you want to link up with me, get with Captain Jack. He'll point you in the direction. I'm trying to use some kind of boat reference, but I'm not as smart as he is. But that being said, I wish y'all love and wish you guys well. And let's go Giants. Ow!
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, Captain Jack is not with us because you know where he's at? He's at a cruise, baby. He is at the Raider cruise right now, but he asked me if I had the time to please do the scheduled release show. And you guys know, man, I can't do this by myself. You know, I'm, a lot of the beginning of the year has been a lot of boxing for me. Raider Nation, we're coming back now. We got the schedule release, so I had to do it right. I had to do it right for you guys. And what better way to do it than to bring up the minister of the congregation, my man, Raider Twuan.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Blessings to everybody.
we got the people. So first off, and I'm expecting some other people to come through. But Twuan, were you excited about the schedule release? Did you already kind of have a predisposition? Are you happy that we're not going to any international games? No Mexico, no Madrid, no nothing. What do you think?
I think quiet is good. I think quiet is good, and I know a lot of people are not going to like that, but I really believe that quiet is good. And for us not to have a international game, it seemed like we were on the international tour for I don't know how many years. We were being sent to Mexico, sent to London, and then I know people were getting excited because this year it seemed like they was trying to put anywhere that looked like they had something that looked like a football stadium. It looked like the NFL was trying to give them a game, and we didn't get one of those. So I'm glad that we're not traveling all over the place. I think again, quiet is good.
Quiet is good. I'm gonna be honest with you, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing. I know that Severe is trying to make it to want to kind of get his quick thoughts before he does his show. But when I saw the way they laid out the schedule, first thing I said was, "Damn, no bye until week 13." Ooh, that's rough, man. That is rough. But I mean, I guess they figured we got a bunch of rookies or second-year players that need to play minutes anyway. So I don't know. How'd you feel about our bye week being so late in the second half?
I love it. And that's why, like you're taking, you're like I say over my channel, that's your Raider gospel, but I love it because we have a very young team. And that very young team consists of a lot of guys that just came out of the college, college ranks. And on top of your head, Angelo, how many games do they play in college a season?
That's a good question. I think, okay, so when I was doing the
UNLV, games?
Yeah, it's like 12. Yeah, I'm trying to think how many home games I went to. I think I went to 6. So yeah, 12 sounds right.
Okay, so let's just figuratively say they play 12 games, right? What happens after that? And people talk about
it's the playoffs if you make it to the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Or the bowl games.
Yeah.
You make it to a bowl game.
That's if they make it, right? So generally, these guys coming out of college are already programmed to play 12 games. So giving us 12 games in the NFL and then giving them a break will help them get to that second, you know what I'm saying, to the games after 12. Because again, I don't know if you heard about the rookie slump that happens every year for a rookie, because their body's programmed to play X amount of games, and then trying to go longer than that, their production drops. So in this situation, it works perfectly. They're already conditioned to go 12 games consecutively. So we run 12 games, you get a bye, allow the rookies to refresh, and then finish out the rest of the season. So I love it. And then even further than that, and this is something that, I know we're probably going to talk about a little bit later, but I'm going to throw it out there just as for the sake of conversation, because of the bye. It's week 13. We should know where we are team-wise, whether we're a playoff team or we're just like, hey, we ain't cracked up, right? So you run Cousins all the way up to the bye, see where our record is, and based on what our record is, then you say, okay, now you have a decision. Do we continue with Kirk Cousins, or do we just go ahead and say, hey, Mendoza, we ain't going to the playoffs, so let's see what you got the rest of the
season.
All right. You have week 13 to make that decision, right? Because again, you have almost 2 weeks before another game, so you can get Mendoza ready to go in week 13, but also and I heard this, shout out to Lunatic. Lunatic was like, hey, if we're 6-6, but we still got 5 more games or whatever after that, you might want to still hold on to Cousins, because we could still make a sneak into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But if we're, let's just say if we're only won 3 games, go and we're at the bye, then yeah, go ahead, Rook. And then that also allows, sorry about that. It also allows that offensive line to mature. We know where the offense, by week 13, we should know that offensive line is good. You know what I'm saying? By week 13, we should know our defense is where it's at. So then you can make that change. So I think it'll help for us.
All right. Again, guys, if you're just pulling in now, I want to show you this real quick, and then I'm gonna try to show us what the schedule release was today, which I thought was pretty creative. But you are on the Captain Jack Rackham channel, if you guys are wondering. And yes, he is in a Raider cruise. So Captain Jack, who you see right there, this is the Sports Center ESPN fan files. If you guys are interested in this at all, he is on the Raider cruise right now. So me and Twuan are doing the show on behalf of the captain.
Pirates. I do have that saltiness about me. When you go to the draft,
Captain Jack was there at the draft, hanging out with all the different super fans, as they call them, right? But yeah, Captain Jack would normally be doing this right here.
First pick since Jamarcus Russell,
and as you can see, he's not. So pretty cool. I just wanted to get a chance to show it to you guys so that you know you are watching
right now.
The good old Captain's channel.
Building a team through the draft. This is the cornerstone. You get your franchise quarterback. You build on that when the clock's on.
Pretty cool stuff, right, Twuan? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and show what I thought was quite creative now. I thought the schedule release was creative, guys. I don't know what you thought of this, but let's check it out for a second. Did you like the schedule release, Twuan? Twuan?
Did you like it?
I mean, I get it because I'm old. And so I kind of thought it was funny because it's a very like specific
Yeah.
because you have to know what the movie is, right?
Yeah.
But here, let's play it for the group so that they can see what they
I,
thought of it.
I'll give you my take after you play it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Where is it? Why is it? Oh, here we go. All right. What is going on here? Sorry, guys. Here we go.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm Kurt.
I'm Fernando.
You're gonna have to call me Kirko Chains.
Cool. You're gonna have to call me the Nandalorian.
Real quick, by the way, did he say the Nandalorian or did he say the Mendalorian?
He said the Nandalorian.
The Nandalorian. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So if you guys aren't getting it yet, obviously this is, if you're as old as I am, this is from the movie Step Brothers. It's an original. This is how you started to see movies like Talladega Nights and everything. That the team up of Will Ferrell and can't believe I'm forgetting his name right now, but very, very famous actor. So anyways, I thought this, I mean, again, for me, I was kind of cracking up because I thought it was creative. But here we go. Sorry.
So this is the locker room, and rule number 1 is do not step on the shield.
What happens if I sneeze around it?
Don't do it.
What if I...
Don't do it. So what's the best Star Wars movie? Empire Strikes Back or Rogue One?
Ha! Trick question. Star Wars: A New Hope, which was originally titled just Star Wars in 1977, but then they changed it to Star Wars: A New Hope in 1981. Say your favorite football play on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Turbo right, 63 wide shallow. Jinx!
Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
Nice!
I'm about to show you the most prized possession from my 15-year NFL career.
Thank you for trusting me.
Oh my, it's beautiful, Mr. Chains.
This is a signed sword from Las Vegas' own Donny Osmond.
I loved him in Joseph the Musical.
Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Don't stare at this too long.
There he goes.
Ah,
There's Max Crosby with the sack back at the 5.
Pretty funny. All right. So there we go. That's the first week right there. Right. All right. So Twuan, come on, man. Hit me with it. What do you think? What do you think of, first of all, what did you think of the creativity of Step Brothers for the Raider Nation release?
I hope the video is not an indication of our season.
Wow. So okay, now Twuan, you didn't like it because they're doing the play on Step Brothers, man. What's wrong with Step Brothers, bro? They're trying to get to a new audience, the older people that can afford the stadium ticket audience. No, you weren't feeling what would you have wanted them to do?
And I know about the Step Brothers. That part of it is, I see that they're trying to play on that, but
no.
As much as I hate the Chargers game schedule release, I think they just like mollywopped us.
They mollywop this. Damn. You already started with
and
mollywop.
I haven't seen the Chargers one this year, but I'm just saying the years past, the all the ones they've done that dissed everybody in the league, and like,
damn. Well, you know what? I'm gonna need to get the opinion of a man that I respect so much. I'm gonna need to get a second opinion, Twuan, respectfully. He is one of the best, fastest rising content creators for the Raider Nation out there. And maybe you guys don't know, the man knows his boxing. The one and only, the Severe Raider, joining us tonight. Talk to us the post-fight schedule release. So hold on, Severe. Now, I realize you're a young man. For me, I'm an old man. So I got the stepbrother reference. I got the joke.
I got it.
I saw it. I was like, all right, that's pretty funny. It's kind of creative. Twuan saying the Chargers one destroys us, bro. I don't know, man. What did you think of the whole stepbrothers play?
So, full disclosure, I am older than I look. Step Brothers and Anchorman are two of my favorite movies of all time, ever. Those are like two of my favorite movies ever. But I thought it was corny. I thought it was kind of lame. The execution was poorly executed. It was just corny. It was cringy. Just me watching it. I was like, oh, I feel embarrassed watching this. But also full disclosure, I'm an Xbox hater. I'm a notorious Xbox hater. Since the initial drop of Xbox, I've been hating on Xbox since. So I hate Halo. I hate everything to do with any Xbox exclusive. I hate it. So I wasn't feeling the Chargers one this year. But in years past, the Chargers didn't drop people's elbows on our craniums. Like the One Piece one they did, the anime one, they've been destroying us previously. Whoever does their media over there, they do a fantastic job. This year is a toss-up, right? Neither one of them was feeling, but from what I hear, everybody that's in gamers and they love the Halo, everybody loved the Halo reference, so that went up big. But I wasn't feeling either one of them this year. But usually the Chargers do a really good job.
All right. So Severe is saying to Spy Tech, go try to steal.
This is a draw. This is a majority draw. And
Severe,
y'all were both lame.
I was going off of years past in regards to the Chargers. I have not seen the recent Charger one.
You seen the recent one?
I kind of stuck to the Raiders today, and then I end up venturing out to see what usually the Chargers, we see their thing on Bleacher Report, they got a whole lot of people that are like waiting to see what the Chargers do every year. Exactly. So it's like, okay, I'll just wait until that happens. But what I saw years past in regards to the Chargers and their thing like this, I guess it's 2 against 1, Angelo, because this one.
Yeah, I'll take it. I've been getting kicked on all day. So I'll take it.
The reason why I say it is like, what star? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many players we got on the team, and you only brought 2 people in the flesh?
Yeah. Right. Like, now, to be fair, okay, hold on though. To be fair.
They used AJ Cole and Brock for the little trailer.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. They did do a ramp up to it.
And those are the 2 best players on the team, right? They're missing Max. That would have been other. AJ Cole is bar none the best player.
Max ain't doing no step brothers. Max ain't gonna do no step brothers. No, bro. Max is doing some rap videos.
Exactly.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Boats and hoes with Max.
Oh man, with Max
and
Brock.
That would have been funny.
When Max and Brock would have did it, that would have been hilarious. Max and Brock would have been hilarious.
Boats and hoes would have been hilarious. But you know what? Maybe so I'm just gonna try to defend them and say, with Clint Kubiak coming in now in a new regime, guys. Maybe they're just trying to rebrand a little, let's show some white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're trying to get the 50 and over, like come on back to paying for Raider tickets kind of thing, right? So
let me not get us canceled on this show.
Exactly.
Because there's so much I can say about that, but I'll divert to that. I will say that again, you only had two people in the flesh. Like you had Ashton Dempsey on a highlight tape. You had Max Crosby on a highlight tape. You could have brought out some other people that maybe was just like they did a little cameo, you know what I'm saying? Like had them walk past, you know what I'm saying, a player or two, you know what I'm saying? Like and then the schedule was just like, this is who we have. Next slide. Okay. This is who we have. Like I was cool with our last year one where they had skits for every player, you know what I'm saying? Where they were in the kitchen and they was like, this looks like bear shit, and we were playing against the Bears, you know what I'm saying? Like, like come on.
All right. That's fair. Well, let's look at this and let me ask the two of you guys right off the grip here. So here is the first 4 weeks. Severe, what is our record at the end of the 4th week?
I'm going to say 2-2, but I would not be surprised if it's 1-3.
Okay. All right. That's so who is our only win? Week 1 Dolphins?
We come out strong like we did last year. We win week 1 against the Dolphins at home. You know, Dolphins, they put like this. If we lose week 1 against the Dolphins, who have a new quarterback, new coaching staff, lost their entire wide receiver core is gone. Waddle, gone. Tyreek, gone. I think Waller, gone. Right? The secondary, questionable. Jalen Phillips, gone, I want to say. Bradley Chubb, gone. Yeah. If we go out there and we lose, bro, start revving up the mock draft machine. Start revving up the mock draft machine. Start looking at who we picking up in the draft. Because if we can't beat the Dolphins at home week 1 under those circumstances, I have a hard time seeing us winning any games the rest of the year. That should be a given. Okay. All right. How about you, Twuan? What is our record after the first 4 games?
You almost gonna sound like it's almost gonna sound like Severe's take. It's 2-2. But the one, and I'll tell you the ones that when I say 2-2, I'm gonna tell you the ones that we gonna win. It's gonna be the Dolphins and the Saints, but the Saints might surprise us.
Man, if Shuck come out strong year 2,
I'll take it even further, Severe, that if we lose to the Dolphins, it's gonna hold right to my prediction that we're gonna be drafting in the top 10.
Oh yeah,
I still think we. How do we steal their nose tackle?
Exactly.
And still lose.
No, wait. Guys, we do have some Raider faithfuls, man, and Bob says 4-0.
Hey, keep the hope alive, Bob. Hey, fight the good fight, brother. I ain't mad at you at all. Fight the good fight, Bob.
His take is brought to you by Blunt.
All right. So here's where I will definitely. So when I see this, Severe, I will agree with the two of you in that 2-2 is probably our best case scenario. But I'm just gonna throw this one out there. Is Patrick Mahomes going to be ready by week 4?
From what I hear, Patrick Mahomes is going to be ready by week 1.
Really?
From what I'm hearing, he's out there moving around extremely well. Maybe they hold him out a week or 2, precautionary. I can't see them holding him out a quarter of the season or almost a quarter of the season. So look, people forget Adrian Peterson came back off an ACL tear at 6 months, and he ran for 2,000 yards. It was offensive player of the year. You know, like Pat Mahomes, he don't got to run around a lot. He's mobile. He's not Lamar. He's not Jaden. He's not Josh Allen. He moves, he runs, and he scrambles, but he's a scooter, not really a scrambler. So if he's not at 100%, he can still get the job done. So. And they got Eric Bieniemy back, and they got Kenneth Walker in the backfield now, so I think they're going to want to run the football more than they have in the past. And I think Patrick Mahomes going to sit in the pocket and do what Patrick Mahomes does best.
His arm.
Okay. All right. Now I'm glad you guys are going that route because I want to stick on just for a smidge, Severe, because I'm going to be the devil's advocate of the day. All right. So you're saying you and Twuan are basically in agreement that it's 1-3, probably 2-2. Now I'm with you guys. Like I think 2-2, but I kind of was seeing the 2-2 a little different. So we could agree that our linebacker crew got better. We could agree on that, can't we? Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. And
Early in the season.
with all the speed that we seem to be getting on defense, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm not pretending like I'm some scout, but it would seem Severe, that Rob Leonard is getting for us to be ready to be a top 10 run stopping defense. Would you agree that? Yeah.
Ideally, in an ideal situation, yes. I think.
Okay. All right. So let's just pretend for a second that it works out and we're a top 10 run stopping defense. Well, the Chargers are going to try to run on us, although I still thought we would lose that game just because I'm doing the we win our home games against the division and they win their home games. I'm just doing it just to be safe, right?
Yeah.
The Saints one is the question because I agree with Severe. If Shuck plays, it looked like Kellen Moore was drafting for him to be his guy. So I don't know. The reason why I thought, well, maybe it's possible we could beat him, maybe, was Kirk Cousins is familiar with the division. He was just there for 2 seasons straight. So maybe we beat him, maybe we don't, right? But I actually thought, me personally, I thought we would beat the Chiefs. And here's the reason why I thought we would beat the Chiefs at home. Number one, Patrick Mahomes runs scared when Max goes after him. And this is the first year I'm finally going to be able to see Max on a pitch count in where they use him for specific things. Because we're so deep with linebackers, I was kind of like, well, I can see this work. Secondly, I'm not that confident with the O-line of Kansas City. Not early. Maybe they'll adjust it late, but early, I don't think they're going to be as good as people think. And then lastly, the running situation, man. If we're built to stop the run, I actually think we beat them. So my 2-2 was we would beat the Dolphins, we would beat the Chiefs, we'd lose to the Chargers, and we'd probably lose to the Saints. But if we beat the Saints, bro, it could end up being 3-1. I'm just throwing it out there. Any comeback for me on that one, Twuan? Anything? You gonna call me crazy? What are you thinking?
My mind went into left field because I was thinking about something that you said, but it was on the Max Crosby.
Okay, all right. How about you, Severe? Am I crazy? Are you gonna call me crazy like the boxing people do?
Look, it's division games are a toss up. You know, they're a toss up. You know, that you can't throw the records out. You know, you guys still got to count the records, but I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be back. I think he's going to be healthy. I think Eric Bieniemy brings a level of discipline back to this offense that they haven't had in the past. I think that they got Kenneth Walker. People forget they picked up Emmett Johnson, who was a damn good running back in his own right. And then you got Xavier Worthy coming back. You got Rashae Rice going to be here for a full season. Travis Kelce back. Their offensive line, Josh Simmons should be here. Ready to play. They got rid of Jawan Taylor, who was arguably the worst right tackle in the NFL last year. So, you know, I think it's going to be, and then just their defense, they improved on defense as well. They picked up, didn't they pick up Mansour? They picked up Mansour Delane, right?
Well,
they
traded up to get Mansour.
They're putting Peter Woods next to Chris Jones, then they got R. Mason Thomas on the other side of the defensive line. Like this, so their defense is going to be a problem. Plus, they still got the kid from Missouri, Nick Bolton, back there. But we know he always has a good game against us. So, you know, in our linebacking core, it's good, but we have no depth. You know, who do we have behind Quay and N'Kobe? You know, it's Tommy Eichenberg and Lindenberg.
We got Crawford, baby.
You know, look, don't even get me started on the Kieran Crawford pick. We will be here.
We got a Crawford in the team.
Started on picking Kieran Crawford in the 3rd round. Mr. After day 1 of rookie minicamp needs to take a break and do mental reps rather than be out there with his teammates. After 1 day of NFL practice. 1 day of NFL practice. Don't get me started on that, especially with all the other needs we had on the team. There were hella wide receivers left in that 3rd round with the potential to be number 1 guys, and we picked the 2nd pass rusher in a lot of people's eyes at Auburn. Wasn't even the best pass rusher on his own team,
right?
In a lot of people's eyes.
Right. All right, I'm not going to try to get your blood boiling like
Crawford,
you know.
the benefit in regards to our linebackers is that it's early. And because it's early, I'm trying to lean towards what you're saying, Angelo. Because it's early, our linebackers should be active. Now, one of the biggest issues that we've had with our linebackers is that our linebackers can't stay healthy. So hopefully they're healthy early in the season so that we can get that production out of them. But again, when you're looking at the Chiefs and when you're looking at the Chargers, those teams are already established. We're trying to figure remember the first 4 games is us trying to figure things out. After the first 4 games, we should at week 4, we should know what we are as a team.
Okay. All right.
We definitely have an idea at that point. Yeah. Agreed.
So and I mean that's more an injury, but like that pretty much the basics of our identity should show itself by week 4. So
right. Now I can co-sign with what you guys are saying. So now I'm looking at week 5, 6, and 7, and let's say I co-signed with this idea of all right, man, we're gonna play conservative and say we're 1-3, possibly because you guys are talking like the Chiefs should beat us, the Saints probably might beat us, sounding like the way you two are sounding. Yeah, and possibly. Other than the Dolphins, we're going to get killed. So now we're on in my opinion, week 5, 6, and 7 are all losses. So are y'all telling me we're about to go on a 6-game losing streak? Is that what we're doing? Severe, come on, man. Help me out.
Look, we might, maybe, potentially, because there are extenuating circumstances going on, we may be able to sneak the Patriots. We may sneak the Patriots. Okay, a lot going on. We may sneak the Patriots that week.
I know exactly where he was going.
There's a lot of stuff happening right now, and we might get them. We might be able to get them, and then the Bills. That's another one we could potentially. That's new coaching staff. Complete, even though it's Joe Brady, so the offense isn't going to change much. But new coaching staff, new leadership, how they respond to the new coaching staff, young guy, elevating in position, how they respond. Maybe we catch them, and I don't know what their schedule is. So it depends on if they got a big game coming up the week after us or the week before us. Maybe they kind of take their eye off the prize. We're able to sneak them. So I can see us potentially winning one of those 2 games, leaning more towards the Patriots, to be honest with you. But, it's looking like a 6-game losing streak if we can't beat the Saints.
Damn. 6-game losing streak. Twuan, I'm feeling pretty terrible right now. Can you pick me up, bro? Can you pick me up?
Our best bet is if Raider Nation goes into Foxborough with a whole bunch of Rossini pictures, signs, you know what I'm saying, and really rattle Vrabel. That's about the only chance we have.
They gotta have the pictures. They gotta have pictures.
Send them photos, send them pics. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta have the fat heads. They gotta have 2 fat heads. One Vrabel, you have them kissing. Yeah, wave them like this.
You know one of these numbers. You know what I'm saying? We got Raider Nation. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? We got the signs that say we need better. You know what I'm saying? We deserve better. We need to get it together because that's about the only win we about to get out of those. Because you have the Bills coming in to an ideal situation. There is no. Well, they play in the snow, so they used to that. But so now they come into the NBC, the Ritz-Carlton, you know what I'm saying, of situations in a dome to play a 3-14 team.
Yeah, and by the way, Vegas has got nice weather still around October, so we're not tripping. So you guys are telling me though that even like severe, like no chance for us to beat the Rams, even though it's a home game, and no chance for us to beat the Bills, even though that's a home game. So now I'm thinking home
I'm not
game
saying no
psyche.
chance for the Bills. I'm
No,
saying
no, I know,
there's-
but you're
there's a
leaning.
chance.
You're
But
leaning
the Rams,
conservative.
the Rams,
Right.
yeah, the Rams, no, unless
Okay,
they get
so-
like, unless there's like an outbreak and they hits their entire team and they got a quarantine and they play all backups, and then we can still lose, but we might win that game.
Yeah.
Right. No, well, the reason why I'm asking, guys, is because I'm thinking of team psyche. So you're Max Crosby. You didn't get traded. And you're like, Raider Nation for life. Well, you in a 6-game losing streak, and you just lost 3 at home in a row, against these high-level playoff teams, the Rams and the Bills, because could have damn near went to the Super Bowl last year, right? Yeah. So what are we doing at this point? Severe, is it Fernando time? Is it like, let's just throw his ass in there and see what happens?
It depends because it depends on how Kirk is playing, right? I think at this point we're probably already well, first of all, my guy Bob Stannard, I think I see I'm looking at the chat. I see your mental, where you're at mentally, because after week 7, we played 7 games. You have us at 4-2. So I see where you're at, Bob Stannard. It's not you're drinking the Kool-Aid, brother. Okay, you're drinking the Kool-Aid. But I digress. But I think at that point, after we lose them initial game, after that initial crop of 4 games, I think we're already looking at suitors for Max, and Max is probably already making it known to management. Yeah, I want to get out of here. So we might already have an extra first-hand pick or 2 in hand at that point. And then our schedule, the toughest part of our schedule is right around after that week 7-ish, or right in that range. That's when the schedule gets its toughest. So do you want to throw your rookie quarterback in there at that point of the season where we're facing the Jets, who, the Jets are the Jets, but the 49ers, that's a tough game. Seahawks, it's going to be a tough game. The Broncos, really good defense. Like, is that the time you really want to throw them in there? And then even the Jets, we talk about the Jets, right? And say what you want about Geno Smith, but Geno Smith is going to have Breece Hall in the backfield. He has Garrett Wilson at wide receiver. It's Omar Cooper Jr. at wide receiver. He has Kenyon Sadiq at tight end. And I think I want to say, and they got A.D. Mitchell at wide receiver too.
Yeah,
they got a good offensive line with Armand Membu manning the right side, where Max usually rushes from on that right side. So you got a guy that could potentially be a Max stopper on that side. So they have the ingredients to potentially beat the Raiders.
Damn.
The Jets
haven't even won a game yet, Twuan. I'm just keeping it real. We're losing to the 49ers in the Bay. We're losing to the Seahawks for sure. The Seahawks aren't going to lose to us. Bro, you think Mike McDonald's going to lose to his protege? Hell no. And then the Broncos in Denver, they're going to beat us too. So are you guys telling me we're on a 10-game losing streak?
We might get the Jets.
We
might get the Jets. We might get the Jets. Look, right now I'm seeing us at 3 wins, Max. If we beat the Dolphins, the Saints, and the Jets, that's kind of where I'm seeing it. That's ideally where we're at, or where we're likely at, right? Maybe we can sneak the Patriots or the Bills in there, depending on how the Bills come out of the gates, depending on if the Patriots are distracted. Maybe we can sneak an extra one in there. I'm seeing a ceiling at about 4 wins in this area right now after week 11.
How about you, Twuan? Any hope, man? You guys are bringing down the whole 10-game losing streak so far. But go ahead, Twuan. Go ahead.
The only chance we have is the same person that helped us get the number 1 pick.
That is the man up there, Jesus Christ. And I feel I'm right there with you, Twuan. It's going to take a divine intervention for us to win some games. I'm right there with you, Tom. Shout out to the congregation. I was watching your show the other day. Shout out to the congregation. You're preaching to the choir, brother. I hear you. Twuan. It's going to take divine intervention. What you're saying, right?
And Geno.
And Geno, okay.
Because remember,
Geno from Jesus.
I thought it was Jesus. It was Jesus and Geno.
Yes, it's Jesus and Geno. You know what I'm saying? A little prayer and
juice, bro. It's Geno and Jesus.
Yeah, Gino and Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say Gino is because we know Gino's tendencies. Gino is liable to give you an interception. So if it just depends on when that interception happens in the game and where we are in the game, where it might be we might be able to squeak that one out. But if you look at, again, my boy Severe broke it down of all the weapons that he has to his utilage, it won't be because of the team. It'd be because of Gino that we probably would lose that game.
And look, their offensive coordinator is Frank Reich, who is a damn good offensive coordinator, former head coach.
Yeah,
he's going to put Gino in the best possible situations, risk-averse situations. He's not going to ask him to do too much, and they got speed and athleticism at every single position. Kenyon Sadiq is a matchup nightmare. He's the next Vernon Davis. He's just a freak of nature at the tight end position. So look, who led the team last year in interceptions? Caillou Blue Kelly. So not like the guys we have out there is taking the ball away on a consistent basis. Caillou was our worst cornerback and somehow led us in interception. So, he's not going to be out there unless we got Jermod out there. It could be a long day for us with all those weapons.
So you're telling me that we're at 1 win, 11 losses, possibly have already traded Max, because Max is like, when I was saying Raider Nation for life, I was just kidding.
No, he said Flock Nation.
Exactly.
So, all right. So then hopefully you're saying hopefully Max has got value. Hopefully Aiden O'Connell has value. Maybe Michael Mayer's got value at this point.
Maybe.
I now, what do you guys think of this rumor, Severe, of JPJ might be one of the people getting traded? Any truth to it? What do you think?
I hope it's not true, but JPJ hasn't had a season yet where he stayed fully healthy. He missed time as a rookie. He missed time as a sophomore. They've been moving him all over the place in year 2. So how that affected his development in the NFL. Year 2 was a very vital year for a lot of players. Supposed to be the year a lot of people say you make your biggest jump. And instead of him making the biggest jump at the position that he was drafted to play, which was center, they moved him not even to left guard, which he had played some of the year before, but they moved him to right guard on the opposite side, next to another guy that, was in year 2 as well. So you got 2 guys on that side of football developing. So that was a mistake already. We already know the caliber of coach that Brennan Carroll is, which I said before the season, and people would call me a hater. And when I told them Pete Carroll was going to be trash, they called me a hater, but who was right about that? So we know the coaching he was getting wasn't great. So we don't know what kind of development track he was on. We heard that Brennan Carroll was coaching them by having them watch YouTube videos. Guys, come on, people are offensive line coach in the NFL that we're paying millions of dollars to, or hundreds of thousands of dollars at the least, was coaching his players via YouTube. Think about that. So they're already on a bad track. So then we got Spytech, who was in Tampa Bay with Jason Light, who had a need at center the year that JPJ was coming out of college. And what did they do? They passed on him and let him fall to the second round. So this regime has no loyalty to him at all. We saw what they just did with Tyree. They traded him for a bag of hot Cheetos. And then, they got rid of him. And without a second thought. But another pick I said was trash, and people was calling me a hater. Oh, wow. Severe is just calling all these people bad, and then they turn out bad. Isn't that a coincidence? But I digress again. So they have no loyalty to this guy. So they didn't draft him. We've been picking up a lot of interior offensive linemen. Burford, we just draft Zoom who can play all 3 positions. I think we keeping Meredith. Like, we got guys on the interior. So, like, there's a possibility that they say, you know what, we paid Linderbaum insane amounts of money at the center position, gave him like $1 million more than the next nearest player. So, so there's a possibility that they say, you know what, this guy is an asset. He's one of the more valuable assets we have on this team. We really have no use for him. So let's get what we can get for him.
Damn, because at this point, Twuan, we are 1-11. 1-11, y'all. Shout out to the truth. Oh. So check this out. We're not getting our rest from getting our asses kicked at 1-11. Can we at least beat the Browns, Twuan? Can we beat the Browns in Cleveland, bro? Week 12. Can we get a win after a 10-game losing streak? Is it possible?
It depends who's at quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really depends who's at quarterback at this point. It could be Shador, or it could be our boy Massage Pollard.
Exactly.
What's his name? I forgot what his name.
Deshaun
Watson. Massage Pollard had me stuck.
Ironically, if Deshaun Watson is playing, we could have a happy ending to that game.
Very true. Very true.
Oh, that's good.
They might slide into a win.
Here we go, sliding into a win. A happy ending. Y'all are diabolical. Oh my God. Oh, the innuendo, guys. So, all right. So, are we saying Alicia giving us a win, or you're still going, nah, probably not?
Again, I said it is really predicated on the quarterback.
Severe, how about you?
The Browns might have had the best draft of any team in the NFL. A year after having possibly the best draft of any team in the NFL. So, and Myles Garrett is, as long as Myles Garrett is alive and breathing, he's the best defensive player in the NFL. Mason Graham, I think he's going to take a leap from year 1 to year 2. He started playing better down the stretch last year. Then Carson Schwarzenegger, obviously, he was the defensive rookie of the year. Got Denzel Ward, one of the best corners in the league. Grant Delpit, damn good safety. The offensive line is good. They should have Quinshon Judkins fully healthy at this point, hopefully. Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee, who I thought was a damn good running back, who was a guy I thought we should target late in the draft, and we elected not to. They got some help at wide receiver. Harold Fannin Jr. had a monster year, was in the running for
like
offensive rookie of the year.
Bro. He's
that
so
dude
good.
is a monster. He, for some reason, the guy that put up crazy numbers at Bowling Green, doing it against better competition. Nobody gave him a look into the third round, and they just happened to fall in the laps of the Cleveland Browns. And what does Todd Monken do really well? Well, he was a guy that had Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, and when he was at Georgia, he had Brock Bowers. He likes to throw the ball to the tight end, and he has one of the best tight ends in the league at his disposal. How is that going to go with the team that traditionally, maybe it's a little bit different this year with N'Kobe and Quay, but a team that traditionally struggles to cover tight ends?
Damn, is it possible, guys, that we are at a 13-game losing streak? Or can you guys give us a break?
Not possible.
Can you give us a break that after, first of all, my first question then would be, after the week 13 bye, are we sliding in Fernando now Yeah?
Yeah, at that point, yeah. It's no reason not to at that point.
Twuan, are we sliding in Fernando after the week 13 bye?
Well, that's why I said, when you asked me earlier about, if the week 13 bye was did I like it? And I said it works because it gives us a gauge on, we've seen this team play enough. And then by that time, you can make the decision, are we in the playoffs? Or are we not in the playoffs? And if we're not in the playoffs, then I will say not in the playoffs, but we can keep, our quarterback healthy. Then you bring in Mendoza. Because again, if it's a situation where we're one in whatever, and we get into 13, but the reason why we've been losing those games is because of our O-line, then I wouldn't want to put Mendoza out there.
Yeah.
Man, severe, man, bro. I don't know who's taking more of a beating, Fabio Wardley,
oh my God,
or me today and my confidence. The Raiders. You guys are.
You know what's so funny about that though, Angelo, is last year you were almost where we are, me and Severe are in regards in regards to where this team was. So it's funny that you it seems like you flipped.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what it is, guys, is I'm trying to be positive. So I was saying to myself, I'll be cool with like if our ceiling is 8 wins, that'd be awesome. I was saying to myself, we'll win at least 6 though, because we couldn't possibly not do a 180 turnaround. So I was saying we'll win 6, but hearing Severe say we'll win 3, y'all are talking to me about a 11 game losing or a 12 game losing streak, man. You guys are, I'm hurt here. So we can't even beat the Chargers at home or Denver at home on week 14 and 15. Can't even do that. Damn.
We need the Saints win, and we need that Saints win. We probably need that Jets win. That's going to soften the blow a little bit, because if our boy, because look, like they say, the game, this is all, the games are played on the field, not on paper, right? It could be a David Morrell versus Chelly situation, right? We come out and we knock somebody out.
We're the school teacher.
We knock somebody. We're the school teacher. We knock them out. Maybe it's one of those situations. Nobody picks us to win. We gotta shock the world. That could happen. It could happen.
Okay.
But
in all reality,
I wouldn't bet money on Chelly before the game or before the match. I wouldn't bet on it for that to happen for the Raiders. But I think we can get the 3 wins. I think we can get the Dolphins and the Saints and the Jets. I think we can. So let's soften the blow a little bit.
So even on the division, you guys are kind of agreeing that we won't even win a division game. Denver and the Chiefs and the Chargers are that good that we're going to get our asses beat at home too?
I think they're that good, and we're just that bad. Not necessarily they're that good, but the Dolphins. You guys thought the Broncos rather were 1 game away from the Super Bowl, right? You thought they'd be in the Super Bowl had Nick stayed healthy. So we're gonna build, So and then the Chargers, obviously, they were super banged up last year, but they got Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt coming back at full strength this year, plus maybe a full year of MarTwuan Hampton, who some people thought was the most talented back in last year's draft.
And Kamari Vidal ended up being amazing, bro.
So he was so good they let Najee walk. So and I think Trey Harris, and he might have a resurgent year. Quentin Johnson, rather, he had a little bit of a resurgence last year. Ladd McConkey is a damn good wide receiver, so they got some weapons over there. So I mean, and they just picked up David Njoku.
Yep. So Ladidi and Njoku. Damn. All right. Well, then, can you make me feel a little bit better, you two? You guys are just beating me up here. Week 16, the Titans. This is right after Christmas. If we are literally have only won 1 game up to this point, right? Can we get this as our second win, the Titans? Or are you guys going to say the Titans got better, Severe?
Titans got better, but I don't think they got better than us. So I think we beat the Titans last year. I think we beat the Titans again. I think we get that one done. But I think this is a Cam Ward versus Fernando Mendoza game at this point, likely. If how it plays out like we're playing it out, it's Mendoza versus Cam Ward. And I think Cam Ward goes out there and he shows there's levels to this. And he has the better game, but the Raiders are the better team, so the Raiders win.
Okay. All right. How about you? Is it a win, Twuan? Is it a win?
This is all timing, and when I say that there's certain benefits that you have early in the season, and then there's certain benefits based on who you're playing against later in the season. I was hoping when I saw that the Titans were on our list that we would catch them early in the season, and the reason why I said early in the season because this is actually where Cam Ward actually is getting his number 1 wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully when you look at him later in the season, you're expecting or you're hoping that he's already making the connection with Carnell Tate. You know what I'm saying? So that makes that kind of go up for the Titans, right? I will say that I think this still is a win for us, but and I'm gonna go exactly right with Severe. I'm not even trying to copy his take, but it really is that I think Cam Ward will be the better quarterback, but I think we have the better team.
Okay.
Numbers
Well,
wise, I think his numbers are going to be way better than whatever quarterback we tried out.
This game Linderbaum's going to have to earn his money. Linderbaum's going against Jeffrey Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons is a one-man wrecking crew in the interior of an offensive line. This is why we paid Linderbaum the money. This game and the Chiefs game, obviously against Chris Jones, that's why we paid Linderbaum the money. This is where he's gonna have to prove his worth.
Okay, all right. So then, because I know Sevilla's got to go. So that would have been our last home game of the season, guys. So the final 2 games is away games. The Cardinals, man, I know you guys both know they're trying to lose. You don't think we can beat the Cardinals even in Arizona?
The Cardinals aren't trying to win it. The Cardinals are not trying to win at all. The Cardinals don't want to win.
Yeah, they're trying to get a quarterback.
Yeah, they're aching for Arch. They're losing for Norris. They're dunking for Dante. Whatever you want to say, that's what they're doing. They're not trying to win any games. So it's but at this point, it might be a lose-off situation. It might be us saying like, look, our season's lost 2. We might be trying to say, hey, let's try to get the best pick possible. Unless we have Mendoza out there, and obviously, they want him to play well and get developed. But the Cardinals aren't trying to win. So if we lose that game, it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one.
All right. And then the last game of the year is at the Chiefs. So I was just thinking that I had us losing that game just because I felt like the Chiefs are fighting for their lives to get into playoffs between the Chargers and Denver, who I had projected. I actually had Denver projected as the division winner, but the Chargers like maybe tying the record or coming right behind them. So, but the way you guys sound right now, you basically gave me a 3 and 14. Is that correct? 3 and 14 record, which would be similar to this year, which might make us be the number 1 pick. So maybe you're right, guys. Maybe this is the trade down situation where it's like, who wants Arch Manning? Who's aching for Arch? Right now, can I be the positive one here and say, okay, so let's say I went with us beating them. I'll go with Severe. We beat the Jets. I'll go with because you guys are basically convincing me that we're not going to win any division games, which makes me sad, but you're just killing me on that one. But all right, I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree that we're going 0-6 in the division. No playoff chances anyways. So now this is what I wish Bernard Hackett was on the channel, because Bernard talking about how we might make the playoffs this coming season. But that's where you would say, Severe, you got to stick to boxing, coach.
Yeah, coach. Look, I love you. The sweet science is that's your niche, brother. That's your niche.
You keep the Raider talk to the Raider people.
Exactly.
All right. So then, so we beat the Dolphins. That's 1. We beat the Cardinals. That's 2. We beat the Titans. That's 3. Right? We're saying maybe the Saints is 4. We're saying maybe the Jets is 5, right? And then I was saying to myself, like, we got to at least get to 6. So, and if you're telling me we can't get none of the division, the Browns, but Severe kind of convinced me the other way. He was like, bro, the Browns have the best draft.
And I didn't even bring up Denzel Boston or Casey Concepcion. I didn't even bring those guys up at all.
Right.
Those because they're 2 rookie wide receivers, but 2 damn good rookie wide receivers. I didn't even have to mention those guys.
They just need somebody to throw them the ball. It's simple as that. They're good enough wide receivers where it's really not based on them. It's going to be based on the quarterback play. That's why I said it depends on who's throwing the ball in that situation. Is when you got, again, Fanning and you know what I'm saying, they almost become second and third options on that team in regards to their passing situation.
Isaiah Bond steps up too. From Isaiah Bond was supposed to be a damn good. He was supposed to be a second, third round pick last year until we heard about the allegations beforehand that he was completely innocent of. So
So check this out, Severe. So other than the math, Bob is saying it's 11-5. So it really should be 12-5, right? other than the
Assuming
math.
Bob, yeah, we'll assume he went with the 12 in this one. I don't know. Yeah.
Or 11 and 6. But there's no chance, like there's no world other than barring an injury, luck, everything else going the right way, that the Raiders could even win 9 games the way you guys are sounding. No chance.
It would take Ashton Genty having an Adrian Peterson like season, Brock Bowers duplicating what he did as a rookie, Jack Best stepping up tremendously, Naylor being, you know, a damn good outside weapon, and then either Kirk Cousins recapturing some of what he had with Minnesota, or Fernando Mendoza, you know, being a damn good quarterback as a rookie. It'd take all of that stuff, and even then, it's like 9 games is still kind of tough. Still kind of tough.
Right. And to your point, Severe, Raider Ret China, I think it is. This is China.
Yeah, Raider Ret China.
Says, if y'all are talking about the game against the Cleveland, keep an eye on my former Texas A&M Aggies, Myles Garrett, and Cassius Howell on defense, and Casey Concepcion on offense. So, man, Severe's usually never wrong on these things. So you're saying the Browns are on their way, huh? The Browns are on their way.
Yeah. They might take a step back because they did lose Jim Schwartz on defense. So we'll see how the defense reacts. But when we got that much talent on defense, like, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
And Severe, you might agree with me or disagree with me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. They've always had talent, especially on paper. Like, they've had a whole bunch of number 1 picks that have ran through that, you know what I'm saying? Especially on the defensive side of the ball. It was really predicated on how that quarterback play was for them. And then this past season, they didn't really have any pass catching weapons to help out who they had at quarterback. So it seems like they addressed that. And what can you say? Like, on paper, you know, I can almost blame it on coaching. You know what I'm saying? The reason why they've had bad seasons, because on paper, overall their team is actually not that bad.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, that's why I wasn't surprised when Stefanski got fired, because he's a team that he's supposed to be an offensive guy, and they've been a team that's been winning on the backseat of their defense for the past several seasons. And if they had got any kind of offensive production, they'd be in a much better place as a team as a whole. So, we'll see. But yeah, man, I gotta. Yeah. Oh, not right. Oh, we were wrong. Bob Stenard said 11-6.
Okay. So you got China says, how do y'all feel about my other former Aggies, Trey Zoon? Severe on his way out. How do you feel about Trey Zoon?
I mean, it's, I didn't hate the pick. He's an interior. He played mostly tackle with Texas A&M. Played left tackle. I think Ruben Bain said he was Ruben Bain might have said he was the best tackle he went against, but on the interior, I think he lacks the strength right now. I don't know how he'll respond to, because things on the interior, they move a lot faster than they do on the outside. He's kind of tall for a guard too. He's like 6'6" or something like that, 6'5", 6'6". So he's kind of tall. Doesn't really have strength at the point of attack, but he's super athletic. I think he had like a 9.9 RAS. So he should have good feet, be able to pull, get to the second level, do all that stuff. But I just think he's lacking the strength right now. But that's kind of traditionally the zone blocking scheme, especially the outside zone. We see Rick Dennison. That's what they prefer, the smaller, more mobile guys that were a little bit more intelligent. So he is a scheme fit. So we'll see. But at the time of the pick, I hated it. But it's growing on me.
All right, it's starting to grow on him. Well, guys, check him out, The Severe Raider on YouTube. You know him, you love him. He's about to do a show right now, so as soon as we click off of here, go over there. Or damn, these guys made me so sad. Honestly, just go over there now.
Now, sticking with these guys, we'll probably be on it. Like, we're gonna go have a little meeting beforehand, probably get everything set up. So, stick over here with these guys. Make sure y'all sub. I think my guy Raider Twuan is still on the drive for 5. Last time I looked at the video, man. So make sure you get my guy 500 subs. Some good content. Guy, if you look at his history, some real solid takes. Make sure you check out what my guy Angelo has going over there. I want to say
Yeah, it's ATP Combat Media. Yeah,
with ATP Combat Media. Sometimes they allow me on screen to spout a bunch of nonsense.
Hey man, Samir's really good at it, guys. Don't let him fool you. He's very, very good at talking boxing. He's not as negative though. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's quite positive. I don't know what it is. He's negative about the Raiders, but very positive about boxing. I don't know why. I don't know.
It's because in boxing you have a punching chance.
It's one-on-one, baby. It's one-on-one at that point.
One-on-one. You got a boxer's chance to win it out. You know what I'm saying?
My new favorite boxer, Demazian Van Hoot.
Yeah, that's right. Demazian. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Thanks, Samir. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Have a good rest of the show, man. I appreciate you guys.
There you go. The Severe Raider. Please check them out on YouTube. Him and Pharaoh are going to be doing their show later on tonight. They're going to do their own version of the scheduled release. Man, y'all made me sad. So, Severe and you, man, I thought you guys were going to bring me up, maybe let me know that there's a chance for us to be like my guy, Frank Weber, 8-9. Damn. What? Possibly only one game, but you guys are saying, well, be optimistic. Angelo will win 3-14. I couldn't even convince you guys to get me to 6 games. We went with at best 5-12. Damn, 5-12.
Yes, you gotta sometimes take off your Raider hat and ask yourself these few questions. Is our team complete? Does our team have holes? Are we on both sides of the ball? Do the players know the system?
Damn.
And then that, and if you go off of kind of seems like me and Severe were going, when you start looking at those teams where we're like, nah, there's almost no way that they will, win those games. You have to look at that team and look at that team's been in that system, like Seahawks. That system ain't changing.
Right.
Defense, their best side of the ball that helped them get to the Super Bowl was the defensive side of the ball. That coach is still there. And I can almost guarantee you that on the offense, they're going to be saying the same language Kubiak was, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be running this a similar, if not the same offense that they ran last year. So they're not changing anything. When you look at the Rams, do you think they're changing anything? No. You know what I'm saying? So certain teams like that, it's just like, and versus a team that is still trying to figure out who they are, still trying to figure out, who works well in the system, right? Kubiak's still playing these guys and trying to figure out who he really, really, really wants on this team. There's some players on this team, and we talked about JPJ and all of that. The reason why we're talking about JPJ is because JPJ was not was not a Kubiak guy.
Yeah, right? That's true. I mean, again, it's kind of a year zero type of thing. Hey, by the way, the link is on the chat for any of you guys who want to jump on, because Bob probably wants to try to counter you in some way.
Oh, that's fine. I'm
Frank Weber says we have a roster, maybe a squad, but this team isn't a team yet, or this group isn't a team yet. So yeah, now it's already there, Bob. You just need to look, bro. It's already on. It's on the YouTube. It's on the Facebook. It's on the Twitch. For anybody who wants to, it says StreamYard on it, Bob. You just got to click on the StreamYard, brother.
And that's a discussion, like you said, if you feel like we have the team, that's perfectly fine. But again, we may have the team, but these guys, the teams that we're going, the majority of the teams that we said we're going to lose against, those teams are already established and they know exactly what they're doing. They're going into year 2 of, we ran this system. Okay, what else are we going to add to the playbook? You know what I'm saying? So there's levels to this thing, and yes, it could be any given Sunday. Yes, we could surprise the Bills, and yes, we could surprise, you know what I'm saying, the Chiefs or the Chargers. But when you look at on paper, where everybody's healthy, you know what I'm saying, the number ones is going against their number ones, then you gotta kind of be honest about where we are.
All right. Well, here's Bob Stenard, who's been wanting to get at you, Twuan. So
Okay.
go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
How you doing? First of all, let's start off nice. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing good. How are yourself?
I'm doing good. Okay, what you got, brother?
Well, I got Raiders going 11-6.
Okay.
All right. Now hold that thought, because we also have Texas Dark Angel who wants to say something. Maybe he's got some. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe she's got something positive. Hello.
Hey guys, what y'all up to?
Good.
Well, I'm trying to help out Captain Jack because he's in the Raider cruise right now, and he asked me, "Hey, Angelo, could you pull it up?" So we had our expert Severe and Twuan bringing me down, making me sad, y'all.
Oh Lord, I knew that was
at one
coming.
point, I felt like we only had one game winning, but they're saying at most we could win 5. It could possibly end up being a 3-14 season. But I want to hear from you guys. How do you guys? What do you guys think?
Oh God, I'm thinking. Oh, y'all know how optimistic I am, because I'm looking at 13-3-1, maybe on that one. The Browns, I'm going to be kind of worried about, because most of my guys from the Mike Elko squad over at A&M, they got some good picks over there in Casey Concepcion and Cassius Howell. And then you already know you got Myles Garrett there. Deshaun Watson. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Deshaun, Mr. Happy Ending Watson over there. We'll pretty much kill him right there, left, right, and sideways. Oh God. I know Kansas City, I'm kind of worried about. Denver, I don't want to talk about it because my husband's a Bronco fan. God,
I'm sorry.
Thank you. And also he's a Miami fan too, and we played them in the first game. And now I'm going to hear some shit getting ready to come out of his mouth. I think we can go ahead.
He might be 1-1. I got us winning the Dolphins, so he might be 1-1.
Yeah,
wait, 2-1, because we played the Broncos twice.
Right, exactly. Let's see who we got. Who we got in week 2? I don't remember. I looked at the schedule earlier. I don't remember.
At Chargers.
Yeah, I'll pull it up for you. No problem. Here you go.
Thank you.
I was like, Angelo.
Yeah, here. No. I guess I wanted you guys to have a discussion because honestly, you and Severe made me sad, man. I have to go to the bathroom and wipe my tears talking about how we only won one game. Man.
Wow.
They said we'll at least win 1, but we'll probably at most win 5. I was like, well, at least 5 is better than this past season's 3. But
we're trying to bypass that crap era that Pete Carroll and his golden child ruined that one.
Right. So here's your first 4 games that goes Dolphins at home, Chargers away, Saints away, Chiefs at home. So like after the first 4, what do you got us as?
Let's see, Dolphins, just to piss my husband off. We'll win that one.
Okay.
Chargers, that's a if on that one. Saints with under Kellen Moore. I mean, a 32-year-old and a 15-year-old. Well, no, a 15-year-old and a 32-year-old body coaching one of the oldest teams in the world.
All right.
Oh, believe me, he did this crap with Dallas. Anyway, we'll probably kill them right there. Their team is pretty much hot garbage right now.
Okay. And then how about the Chiefs at home?
The that one. See that one.
I mean, they're
Oh,
playing
that
at
one.
Allegiant. They're playing at Allegiant.
That's true. And if the only problem is y'all know Andy Reid. That's not the laminated playbook that he's got. That's the menu for the buffet. Anyway, oh God, I'm thinking we might win that one, but I know we're probably gonna lose at home. We're gonna probably lose at Arrowhead in the last game of the season.
I have us losing at Arrowhead and beating the Chiefs week 4.
Okay.
All right. So wait. But so far you have us at 3-1 after the first 4 games. So now take a look at 5, 6, and 7. So week 5, we got to go to the Patriots. Jeff's saying we're going to lose that game. Then we get the Bills at home and the Rams at home. That's probably a three-game losing streak, right? But what do you guys think?
Let's see. Pats. Oh, under Mike Vrabel. Don't get me wrong. Mike Vrabel's a good coach. I've seen him. He's a damn good coach. I already know.
We know who was under Mike Vrabel.
That too, yes. I knew that was good. I knew that was coming.
Hey, how do we know he was under, bro? How do we know that? All right, we don't know.
Yeah, hint. Anyway, yeah, we're probably we're playing that Gillette too, right? Are we?
Yeah, we're playing at the Patriots. Yeah, we're playing at their home field.
Oh God. How come they don't want to play at ours? Probably they're scared. Anyway, God, I see is probably doing the same thing like we did the first game that we had this past
So you
season.
think we can beat them, huh? So you got us at 4-1 at this point. Look at the positivity, Twuan. 4-1. Now, how about we're getting the Bills coming to Allegiant and the Rams coming to Allegiant?
You already know there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be so much noise over there. It's not even funny because you know how us Raiders are. We can blow the freaking roof off. We basically blow the roof off.
Well, as long as we show up, but gas prices here, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like $5.30, man. I don't know. I don't know if a lot of locals are gonna be buying the Raider tickets.
Oh, baby, I already know. I'm actually in Houston right now, so yeah, I've seen gas prices like $4 or $5 in some areas, but over by my house is like $3.70, and I live in College Station.
Okay.
So,
well, in Eureka, California, gas prices are over $6 right now.
See? So I don't know if there's going to be a lot of Raider fans coming to home games unless they lower the tickets.
That too, yes. Okay, okay.
No, I was just asking, is there a chance for us to beat the Bills at Allegiant and the Rams at Allegiant?
No.
Oh God, no, I doubt it.
Okay.
The Bills, well, because you got Josh Allen and who's that other guy that's over there? Matt Stafford. Yeah. Oh
So
God.
That's looking bad. That's looking like a 0-3 stretch. But you're being positive.
No.
You're saying we can beat the Patriots.
No. Let me. If the Bills don't, if we can catch the Bills slipping, then there's a chance that we could beat them.
So
That's the thing.
You're saying that you're saying that help me out, Twuan. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name right now. He's the quarterback for the Bills. Help me out.
Josh Allen.
Thank you, Josh Allen. I kept saying Joshua, but so Josh Allen, you're telling me that there's a chance that Josh Allen's pretty new wife from the movie Sinners might be the reason why we could beat him? Maybe, possibly beat the Bills. He'll be distracted and they won't come as well.
If their defense, no, but here's my thing. If their offense and defense don't get caught slipping, then we have a chance to beat them. Now the Rams, let me ask y'all this: that other idiot that used to be with us still playing?
Oh,
Yes.
Garoppolo? Yeah, he's still there.
No, not him. Not him. Not him. Not. I don't.
Oh, Devontae
Adam,
Adams? He's
Devontae.
still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Oh
still there.
God. God help me. Can we just take his legs out? That's about it. Can Mad Max just freaking take his freaking legs out?
I mean, if Max is still with us, according
He's
to Severe and Twuan, we would have
He's still
traded
here.
Max by the trade deadline because best case scenario for us is 5-12. That's what they were saying.
It depends if Max still has his leg.
That too, yes. Shit. Oh God, I think. Oh hell, talking about the Rams. If Stafford, I don't. That's gonna be a toss up on that one with him with the Rams. Because I know how Sean McVay is, and that I know how Sean McVay and his team are. They're that damn good too.
Okay. So you're saying that possibility we're looking at 5-2 at this point.
Probably 5-2. That's a question mark on that one.
Okay.
All right.
5-2, Jeff. In the first hour, I was hearing one win with 16 losses and at most 5 wins with 12 losses. That's my first hour with Severe and Twuan. And an hour and going into hour number 2, Jeff, and I'm hearing we're already 5-2 right now. I don't know. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Let's keep going. So we got the Jets with Gino right here. Then we got to go to the 49ers, and then we come back home for the Seahawks and the Broncos. How is that looking, everybody? What are you guys thinking?
We'll beat the Jets. We'll beat the Niners.
That too. Yeah. We'll just knock Gino out. That's about it.
Okay.
Because
we'll
he
beat
pretty
the
much
Jets.
sucks.
Okay, so
The
let's
Niners-
say we're going with you guys are saying we beat the Jets at 6-2. We beat the Niners in San Francisco. That's 7-2.
Yeah.
So then the
And we
Seahawks,
lose the Seahawks. We lose Seahawks.
The defending Super Bowl champions comes to Allegiant and beats us. So that's 7-3.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, and I love Jackson Smith Enigma because he's actually from Rockwall, which is just outside of Dallas. He's a good kid. I like him. He's a good kid. I see the battle. I can see with him and Max, because everybody know Mad Max went to Colleyville Heritage, and then Jackson Smith Enigma, Njigba?
Yeah.
Played for Rockwall High School. So that's going to be a battle. That's going to be an all Texas battle right there between those two.
Okay.
So,
all right. So then we're looking at that. And so if it's 7-3, then we got to go to Denver.
Oh, God. Yeah.
We'll probably lose at Denver, but I know that.
That one I might be worried about on that one because guess I have another Aggie that's already that just got signed as an undrafted free agent, and his name is Torian York.
Okay, China. All right. Okay. So then you're saying we're gonna lose. So that's 7-4. So Twuan, are you hearing this? 7-4.
We might be no. Here's the thing. We might, if anything, we might be tied. Maybe.
Okay.
We might get a tie.
Oh, you're saying it's a draw. So we would be 7-3-1.
Yeah.
China is saying 7-3-1, Jeff. China is saying 7-3-1. But let's see. So now we go into this, the bye week stretch. Let's pretend we're 7-3-1, Twuan. Are we beating the Browns in Cleveland, China? Are we beating the Browns in Cleveland? Bob is saying yes, we are.
Oh yeah.
But China got a couple of teammates in there. So what do you think, China?
I got a couple of Aggies over there, but 2 of them are on defense. I would pretty much watch them big time. With Myles Garrett and Cassius Howell, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with China on this one. So if we lose that, we are now 7-4-1, and then we got the bye week. So the big question, Bob in China, when did you guys have Fernando playing? what week did you have Fernando play?
I don't see him playing this year.
I don't see him
Okay,
playing
so
either.
all right,
Because
so
he's
this is all Kirk Cousins right here. We're 7-4-1, Twuan. According to Bob in China, we are 7-4-1 heading into the week 13 bye. Everybody's rested. So now the Chargers and the Broncos got to come to Allegiant. Are we winning or losing, China?
we're gonna win those two.
Bob, are we
Oh
winning
yeah,
those
definitely.
two? Okay, so
Oh
we're
yes.
definitely winning those two, which would make us, and this is crazy now, Twuan, 9-4-1.
4-1.
Hey, but
9-4-1.
correction, Angelo. It's not crazy because they believe that it's 9-4, so it's not crazy. That's
No, I know. I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
I'm just using crazy as a bad terminology.
Yeah.
My bad. But 9-4-1 now. All right. So China and Bob giving me the positivity. I appreciate it.
Did I
So
forget
now,
let me give y'all an analogy. Did y'all not forget that Gary Kubiak is also an Aggie too, and his son used to be I forgot what it was. He was a coordinator for A&M.
okay, all right,
So,
okay, all right.
If
So
y'all hear that Texas twang coming from Clinton Kubiak, yes, he's from Texas because they're all from Houston.
all right. Well then, at 9-4-1, we get to the last three games. It's the Titans at Allegiant, the Cardinals in Arizona, and the Chiefs at Chiefs Kingdom. Are we winning all three?
We beat the Titans. We beat the Titans. We beat the Cardinals. And we lose at Chiefs.
Yeah, that's what I said.
right.
That's what I said on that one, on that last game, because I know we can win. We can win the first round with the Chiefs at Allegiant, and then with that decibel of a crowd they got, we're gonna lose that. We're gonna lose that last game.
Okay. All right. So did you hear that, everybody? That is 11-5-1, according to Bob in China. And Twuan has us at 1-16, but possibly 5 if
Come on, man. Where's your dedication at?
5-12. 5-12.
My
Let's have a discussion. We got 11-5-1. And then we got at most 5 wins and 12 losses.
Twuan, how you've been celebrating 420, the extended version of 420 again?
Obviously, you're not a subscriber of my channel, so
I know.
Yeah. you know that's not me.
I know. I'm just I'm just messing with you.
I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I'm talking about in regards to our team, where you see our team, we're building our team. There's still holes on this team. When you look at some of the teams that we're playing against, they're already established. They know what they're doing. They know their scheme. They're some of them are going in their second and third year of that same coaching the same stuff to them.
Right.
So, with that being said, when I look at teams like the Bills, and when I look at the Rams and teams like that, I'm like, okay, we might, it's any given Sunday, but if you ask me to put money down on those teams, I would have to say that team is the better team.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So and the one win, I said the Dolphins definitely, and then the Saints was definitely a toss up, because that quarterback play over there is getting better, and the Saints are actually are a better team. But I said, okay, out of the first 4 games, okay, the Saints and the Dolphins were the games that were definitely winnable for us. The first 4 games also, factoring in our games that as a team, you're trying to identify what your identity is as a team. And we need to identify, hopefully by week 4, we need to know exactly what we are as a team.
That's the reason why I keep saying this. I've been saying this every year. we got to figure out which Raider team is which. We it's like the Jekyll and Hyde method with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that with every team, all 32 teams.
And we saw it. Sorry not to cut you off, but like that. But we seen that for the past couple of coaches, right? We saw that with McDaniels. We saw that with Pete Carroll. We actually even saw that with Antonio Pierce. After the first 4 games, we saw exactly what our team was. We were hopeful that they were still going to win some games, but we knew our team couldn't run the ball. We knew our team didn't have a good quarterback. We knew our team didn't have a good defense. You know what I'm saying? Even by week 4. So, and that's what majority of the better teams are, is by week 4, they know, okay, we're gonna run this team. We're gonna run this season by running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Or we're gonna be a pass team, or we're gonna do this. And that's what they pretty much do all season until someone comes in and beats them with it. Right. So, with Kubiak coming in, I think I'll say this, we are a better team. And my hope for this season and the totality of the season is that we don't get blown out, that our team doesn't it doesn't look like the team gave up on the coach, because we've seen that with other coaches past. Because I feel like our team still has holes that we couldn't fill through the draft. Kubiak's going to figure out who he really needs here. Let whoever else, you know what I'm saying, be on the next the low class Spirit flight out of here, and then we're going to bring in the guys that we need to fill out the rest of our roster. But I think our team is better than what we have last year, definitely.
I was going to say what Spirit flight, because Spirit is no longer there.
We got to figure out what the next, you know what I'm saying, JetBlue or whoever, you know what I'm saying, the next JetBlue out of here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, because Kubiak, again, is still trying to figure out what that's the whole thing with the wide receivers. Everybody wanted the number 1 wide receiver, but even with that being said, Kubiak needs to figure out what wide receivers in that room you know, of what we got. We haven't seen the fullness of Jack Best. We haven't seen the fullness of Dante Porter, because they haven't got played enough. So
you're right.
You figure all that out, and then my this season is that he's going to bring in those things that he feels like, okay, we really don't have.
Right.
So yeah, that you know, so I got us. Yeah, you know, Angelo's definitely trying to give me the 1 in 6, 17 or whatever season, but I'm kind of close to that 5 of wins for us.
Right. I agree with you. We just need to, like I said, that's the reason why I've been optimistic with this team, and I've been optimistic with all teams.
Gotta be.
As much, you know, because
gotta be.
We don't know which team is coming out. Like, I did this with the Texans, I did this with the Cowboys, I did this with us. I did this. Unfortunately, I hate to say this. I did this with the Broncos, and I did this with the Dolphins. ... All these teams. You got to figure out which team is coming out. Which Jekyll and Hyde. Which team is playing Dr. Jekyll, and which team is playing Mr. Hyde.
And that's the troubles that we have with our team at the moment. The playoff teams, that, you know, the good teams in the NFL, we know what they are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We know what they bring every week, and if they happen to lose a game to a team that they shouldn't lose, it's a big surprise. Like, oh my gosh, the Baltimore Ravens lost to the, you know what I'm saying, to the Cardinals. Like, that shouldn't happen. But you know, that's the big conversation. But on a week to week basis, they're more consistent than what we have been.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, I agree with you, bro. But I'm pretty much optimistic, and I'm that optimistic type person, because we don't know which team is coming out. We don't know which team is going to be who, depending on what week.
Absolutely. Even with me giving me this prediction, I'm still every week going to be in front of the screen cheering on my team, you know what I'm saying? And hoping they pull the game out. But, you know, if you ask me where I had, you know, money is hard to come by around here.
Right.
So
right.
If you ask me if I had to put money down on a situation, I'm going to tell you exactly
And
I'm gonna take this Raider hat off and try to give my best bet. So
yeah, and my thing is this year, I know this year and from years on out, with me being at school, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to go to any Raider games because I already know. I was looking at, if I wasn't at school, I would probably be catching the what game is the Saints? What week is that one?
the
God
Saints
dog
is
it.
It's week three.
That's week 3. Yeah.
Week 3. Thank you. Yeah, if I wasn't in school right now, I would probably be going. My husband and I would have been going to the Saints game. We would have been driving to New Orleans for that week 3 matchup. But I know from now from like I just got done doing my spring semester at school, and then I'm getting ready to go into summer. Now fall is going to be from fall and then back to next spring. I probably ain't gonna have time to go be watching any games, but because I'm gonna be piled up with homework. And some of y'all may know I'm also a meteorologist too. Well, also a meteorology student, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm gonna be busting out football weather forecasts and all this, that, and the other. Catch me on catch all my posts whenever y'all see it. But I'm just concerned of what's, like I said again, I'm just pretty much concerned which Raider team is going to be what, because like I said, 9 chances out of 10, I probably not even going to be able to watch any of the games because we don't even get. I can't even catch a game to save my life. I've had to drive all the way out to Dallas to go to a watch party.
Yeah.
And
What do you guys think of this from Greg? He's saying, I sort of dislike that the Raiders got no primetime games.
that I was getting ready to say that. That's the messed up part right there. No primetime games. While
I thought we'd get the Sunday night game against the Niners.
I was thinking that too. See, I was thinking the Thursday night game or the Monday night game against the. I thought the Monday night game was going to be against the Broncos.
I guess to be honest with you, I think I'm okay with it. And
you don't care that we don't have any primetime games?
I mean, and to be honest with you, based off of my prediction, like I'm kind of cool that I'm not trying to lose on the big stage.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just again based off my prediction. Like, and I feel you too, brother, on the Niner game. I thought the Niner game was definitely going to be a primetime game because again, that we're not in the Bay, but that's still. They could have brought the Battle of the Bay vibes back again on, saying marketing wise, but I that I guess that's their loss because I know a lot of Raider fans got the Niner game, marked to go to. So that's definitely a surprise that was not a primetime game, but like I said earlier in this, live to Angelo, I said, quiet is good. You know what I'm saying? This is the one season that we ain't got to go to London and Mexico and wherever.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Everybody keeps saying that
to play a game. Like,
oh, good Lord, I know.
Let's just stay in. Let Kubiak teach and coach and get this team together. Because again, like even with Spytech. Spytech is, if you've been looking at how Spytech has been building this team, I think he's been building it for 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years is actually are going to be our years when we are supposed to get to where we need to get to. So just let these guys cook, let these guys, grow and get whatever they need to do and let it be. I don't think we need the extra attention. At this moment, we're already getting extra attention as it is because we drafted the number 1 pick, Mendoza overall. But outside of that, let's hopefully keep it quiet.
Yeah,
when the Raiders get noisy, sometimes most of the time it's for bad reasons.
Right, I agree.
Well,
like you said.
Oh, go ahead, China. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right on that one, Twan, because I'm used to seeing the Raiders on prime time, but we don't need all that. Like you said, we don't need all that extra attention because I don't mind watching them, but it's like, why? I'm like, yeah, I think what Kubiak's gonna do. I think Kubiak's smart for not having them on prime time is so they can actually get. He needs to teach. He needs to teach, and then he needs to make sure they learn the playbook. They learn they watch tape. They need to learn from all their mistakes after the game, and also my biggest concern, injuries. He needs to keep everybody injury free. I know there's gonna be some injuries, but we just need to. Regular TV, okay, but prime time. It might be okay, but we just need. We don't. But we don't need to be on the big stage for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it was for me, guys, and I appreciate everybody coming on again. Captain Jack's on the Raider cruise. He asked me, "Hey, could you do this?" So, if you guys ever want to check out what's going on with the boxing content that I'm always doing, let me know, and I'll tune you into the channel. Severe was on with us in the first hour. We started with the possible 1-16 that turned into 3-14 that turned into to be fair to Twuan, I think he'll probably lean 5-12, right? And then Bob was insistent, nah, we got to win at least 10 games. And then China, you came on and you got us at 11, 5-1. And all I can say is I'm actually pretty excited to see how it goes, because you never really know, right? You never really know how all of this is going to go. So I'm going to be hopeful, and hopefully we don't have to fire another coach fire another GM or do a lot of crazy things.
Oh my God, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to and that's why I'm telling you, China, like here locally in Las Vegas, everybody rejects overpriced ticket. Okay, so I'll give you guys an example, right? Vegas Golden Knights right now, we're in the playoffs. Okay, we need to win one more game, and then we're going to make it to the Western Conference Finals, right? Did you know that all the way up until about 2 games ago, people that are locals in Las Vegas could get less than $100 a ticket to go to a playoff game? A playoff game. You see what I'm saying? A Raider ticket. I was looking it up for next season. Come on, man. Yeah. And that's why you always see it it looked like an away game every time, because locals, they're not going to support it. They're going to be like, we can't afford that. So, I don't know at what point the Raiders will figure this out, where if they want the fan support, they're either going to really have to give a huge winning product, or they're just gonna have to start lowering the prices, man. Lower those prices.
They're not gonna do it, or they need to relocate. That's the thing. But I know, but yeah, they're not gonna. I already know it, because Mark Davis ain't gonna fork over the money to relocate that team.
No. And Las Vegas, actually, China has become a really huge sports town now. We got basically, and keep in mind that Mark Davis is like killing it right now for WNBA. He's the best owner for the WNBA. So
because the Las Vegas Aces used to be called the San Antonio San Antonio Silver Stars, because they relocated the San Antonio Stars over to that. Keep saying it. The San Antonio Silver Stars over to Las Vegas, and they became the Aces.
Right. And all I know is, man, the Aces games, they're killing it over here.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
We just grabbed the professional women's hockey team. The NBA team is coming. The Athletics, the A's, they're trying to figure out the name thing, which is crazy. I don't know if you heard about this, but a regular person bought the name Las Vegas Athletics and Vegas Athletics. So the professional organization's either gonna have to pay that dude or they're gonna have to change it somehow. Which
They're gonna have to
to
change
me,
it.
man, good
No.
for you, bro. Whoever you are that bought that, good for you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't think. And back to the prices of the Raiders games, the prices ain't gonna change. And I don't think that even if we were winning, I don't think is that's going to change regardless, because again, the price is the price, and the way things are around these parts of the country is that's a lot of money to be forking out just in general for tickets in general. So you're going to, whether you're a fan or not, you might just say, okay, I'm gonna go to one, you know what I'm saying, maybe 2 games. You know what I'm saying? So is that really going to be enough to fill out a stadium? And especially our location, you can put whatever price you want, because no matter who's coming in or flying in, they're definitely going to pay that price to go to that game.
Like my husband always said, wait till like a week or 2 or the day of just to get, just depending on if the prices are lower.
Yeah. Or you know what I'm saying, get, if you got some homies that got some, season tickets that can give you a discount on, you know what I'm saying, Captain Jack definitely, not saying he gives a discount, but he definitely, you know what I'm saying, if he doesn't go to a game, he's always willing to sell his tickets. So you better start trying to talk to people that do got, you know what I'm saying, a hookup or some kind of insight on, getting them at face value outside of the inflated price that a regular seller will sell it to.
I've seen the tickets already. Good Lord. Hell, even the FIFA World Cup tickets are like outrageous right now.
Yeah.
So
but it ultimately helps out the Raiders, right? When we got players, you know what I'm saying, in here, and we give them that guaranteed money, or when we decide to pay somebody off to get them off of the get them off the books, restructure and all that stuff. Like it works for us, you know what I'm saying, player wise, but for us trying to get our butts in seats and still trying to keep lights on in our house. You know what I'm saying? That's
Ain't that
something
the truth?
definitely you gotta figure out.
Yeah. Frank Weber says the price won't change, just the people who buy the tickets. That's what can change. And then Damian Johnson says for $223 to $400 a seat, I'll sit at my house and watch it with a hamburger and a hot dog in my hand. And then Damon also says by the time that the football season starts, gas will surely be over $7. I hope not, bro. I really hope
God, I hope not. Don't even start with me with that. Good Lord.
So
I can barely put.
Yeah.
Hell, I can barely put like freaking. I barely like the first time when the gas prices jacked up. Guess what happened? I had to spend $50 on. I had to spend $50, and I still hadn't got a full tank yet.
Hey, remember those days you used to put $20 in and to fill up your tank? You put $20 in, you still on E.
Shit! Don't even start with me. That was the day, man. What was that? But I think I remember back in the Clinton days. Y'all know I'm getting. You know where my age is going right here. I remember Bill. I remember Bill Clinton. Everybody, aka Slick Willie himself. God bless that man. Every time I go to the gas station, every time when I first started going to college, was it college or high school? No, when I was a senior in high school, it was like maybe gas was like under $1. And like just $12 would just gave me a freaking full tank. And this was back in the midnight. No, it was back in the late 90s when. Yeah, it was back in the late 90s. It was like mid to late. Was it the mid to late 90s? I think it was when gas was under $1. I think I remember one time it was down to 50 cents, I think. 50, either 50 cents or 50 or 80 cents a gallon.
Mm.
Wow, that's pretty nice. That's pretty
Yeah.
nice. Well, I'll tell you what I got to kick everybody out because I got to keep it under 2 hours. But I do remember when going into a bus ride was only like 25 cents or 20
Mm-hmm.
cents.
Oh gosh! Wow.
Golly.
Yeah, yeah. So now it ain't that anymore. But
No, it's not.
no. So Damien says he's thinking about going out to buy a Pinto. I don't even think they make Pintos anymore,
I
bro.
don't
But
think so
maybe,
either.
maybe. Says he's still got a half a tank of gas, bro.
Oh,
So,
good Lord.
well, get that $50 ready to fill up the other half.
Shit, I
So,
I got a freaking well, my SUV only takes maybe 20 gallons. Not 20. I don't remember how many gallons I got. I have a smallish. I have a Nissan Rogue, and I think it takes. I think it's a 15-gallon. I think it's a 10 or 15-gallon tank, and my. I think I get like 30 to the 25 or 30 miles to the gallon.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, get some Japanese cars, y'all. That might help you out to get electric.
Well,
Anyways,
Nissan's like I think Nissan's an American car, I think. But I'm
oh,
not
is
sure.
it? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, we appreciate you guys. China, appreciate you. Bob, appreciate you guys for turning it around and making it more positive with good old 1 in 16 Twuan over here. We appreciate you guys. And then, yeah, Captain Jack should be back after this weekend. So you guys will be able to pop on with him. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have a good night. Bob, good night.
Yeah, see.
And sorry about cutting you off there. I thought you were saying goodnight. And then yeah, Twuan, that was a hell of a show. Jeff's like 1 in 16 makes more sense. Oh lordy. Damn, dude. I hope Kubiak doesn't get fired or Spytech doesn't get fired if we go 1 in 16. That would be rough.
He won't. I think they're actually committed to keeping Kubiak because again, one of our biggest issues with our team is not keeping the coach and having that consistency where you can build a team. So I think they're in it for at least 2 to 3 years. So if Kubiak doesn't get it by, you know what I'm saying, if we're not showing much between now and that year 3, then he might be out of here. But outside of that, I think he's good for at least 3 year because the way Kubiak is building things. So
no
the way I'm
matter
seeing
how it
he's
goes.
building things.
Yeah, no matter how it goes, Twuan, I hope you're right. I hope that we don't fire anyone because we just need to stick it out. Thank you, Frank Weber, and thanks to everyone who commented. Thanks to China. Thanks to Bob. Thanks to Severe, man. He did that for us before his show. You guys should go on to the Severe Raider YouTube as soon as we end this one because they're probably starting right now. I want to thank Raider Twuan. Thanks everybody who's tuned in to the Raider Twuan channel, all the congregation. And then I'm just messing with Twuan, man. He's saying 5 and 12. 5 and 12 is what Twuan is saying. And you know what, man? I was really hoping that it would be no smaller than 6. No smaller is what I was really hoping. Oh, wait a minute. I got to let him in. I got to let him in.
Turn that off.
We got
Marlo.
4 minutes, Captain. We got 4 minutes.
Marlo, turn that off. Okay. Hey, I didn't know you were doing a show, but
you asked me to do it. Remember last week? You said if I'm free. Okay.
I'm gonna chalk it up to old age. Yes, I did, because I wasn't expecting to be in South Central and be here. So thank you for doing the show tonight. I actually was live a little bit earlier, so there was a competing show. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you bastard! You could have done your own show.
Nah,
made me have to cry with Twuan and Severe telling me we're only going to win 1 game. It was horrible. I talked about the 5. I said, "Can we win 5?"
No, I say 6 to 7.
See, he's close.
6 to
Okay.
7. 6 to
All
7.
right.
And I'm gonna keep it short because I know you want to get under 2. I think they said that I'm out of AI snippets, so I'll have to figure out how to, send them money for that,
Okay.
or get rid of the ones I have. But Mr. Angelo and Mr. Twuan, thank you for being here, and Bob, thank you for Bob being here. And I saw China was on here.
Severe was here
Severe.
for the first hour. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. So you guys take care. I will be out on a cruise tomorrow, and I'll be back on Monday. And Angelo, give me a call. Maybe we'll check that. But Twuan, are you in LA?
No,
No.
I'm in the Bay Area.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep this short. I'm shutting up, Angelo, so I can,
All right.
we can hopefully get some snippets. Thanks again, guys. 6 to
Thanks,
7
Cap.
wins, folks. 6 to 7. Kick me out.
Enjoy
Captain
the love
Jack
boat.
says 6-7. And Captain Jack came in just to say 6-7. 6-7. That's for you kids out there. Twuan, again, thank you very much to the Raider Twuan channel. We appreciate you guys. I'm sure the congregation will be back sooner rather than later. Twuan, just let me know when you're doing it so that I can plan for it. As you know, I'm doing like boxing content almost every day right now.
Probably
So we
sometime
appreciate
on the
everybody. Thank you, Twuan. And 5-12 out of Twuan. 5-12. I'm gonna agree with my brother Twuan. 5-12. All right, guys. Good night.
You might not want to play the intro. I mean the outro.
Now I'm gonna play this, baby.
What's going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy Stephen, aka Sticky G. But I just got to show some love to Captain Jack Rackham. Look, he's a good dude. He's been patient with me, and I owe him, so I'm gonna pay up. Rawr! Raider Nation! I'm showing some love to Raider Nation because y'all show so much love to me, and I want to thank you immensely. If you want to link up with me, get with Captain Jack. He'll point you in the direction. I'm trying to use some kind of boat reference, but I'm not as smart as he is. But that being said, I wish y'all love and wish you guys well, and let's go Giants! Ow!